So Vin Diesel's been looking for a franchise other than Fast and Furious movies. He hasn't found it yet, but
For centuries, your immortality has made you the greatest soldier of the axe and cross.
I need you to take me to the dream world. It's the only way to fight what's coming.
The Last Witch Hunter. So The Last Witch Hunter is directed by Brett Eisner and it stars Vin Diesel, Rose Leslie, Elijah Wood, and Michael Caine. McCain, you've done it again. Not really. Michael Caine was asleep basically the most of the time. Literally and metaphorically. So The Last Witch Hunter is basically follows Vin Diesel. He's the last witch hunter. And he's the most feared witch hunter because when, back in like the 1800s or something, they took on his witch, this ancient, like really powerful witch, and he killed the witch. But the witch, before she died, cursed him with immortality, so now he has to live out the rest of his days. Until witches begin to like culminate together. And he finds out that there's this thing happening, and then somehow the ancient witch is back, so he's got to take her on. Something like that. Honestly, this story is so forgettable and confusing, I've already forgotten what the story's about. Let's start with the positive, shall we? Last Witch Hunter? Pretty fun, good time, no alcohol required, no pingers required, don't need pingers for this one. That's about it. Yeah. On to the negatives, I guess. Okay, terrible writing. Forgettable story means terrible writing, okay? The acting, overall, is bad. The editing, oh my gosh. The editing. In the action scenes, I literally counted. You had 30 seconds, we went through about 24 cuts. That's because Vin Diesel got knocked back twice, so you had two full, 2-second clips of Vin Diesel just getting up, alright? That's your time off the 30 seconds. Other than that, you have like 30 plus cuts, 40 plus cuts. The twist for the movie, it's so dumb, like, it's such a forgettable twist. The twist that didn't even need to happen, but it happened anyway, and it didn't have any impact on the story. Even prior to the twist, it wouldn't have had any impact on the story. CGI is not great. The villain's really bad. Because the witch is really, like, dumb. I don't know how the witch ended up being a combination of Poison Ivy and Groot. Someone needs to explain that to me. The scenes where Vin Diesel is required to act, he just can't act. Great action star, not the best actor. He can't act dramatically in this movie. It's just that his action scenes, you're like, oh, he's a big action hero, but then there are scenes where he has to act, and you're just kind of like, oh, this is jarring. Yeah, someone might want to tell Vin Diesel what type of movie, like the tone fluctuates between light and campy, light and hopeful, dark and gritty, dark and scary, dark and fun. And it almost seems like in the editing room, they were like, alright, we're gonna wrap this movie up. We're gonna wrap it up right now. It'll be a half-assed finale and it'll end up being an okay movie, but it all makes some sense and it's kinda alright. But then someone looked at the watch and like, oh, this is an hour long, we need to extend it, come on. So it ends up being an extra half an hour long. A half an hour that isn't exactly needed, but they threw it in there anyway and you're just kind of like, alright. Because the way like a generic action movie worked, it tried to go that way, but it didn't really feel like a generic action movie. It still made him feel like too unbeatable. Like Vin Diesel's OP. Anyway, The Last Witch Hunter. Fun. Yes. Really fun. But critically a terrible movie. It's like San Andreas. San Andreas was better. Anyway, The Last Witch Hunter gets a 5 out of 10. Like the video if you enjoyed it. Tell me what you thought of The Last Witch Hunter if you've seen it in the comments down below. Subscribe to become one of the Platypus, and I'll see you guys next time. Bye.